Hey, all you freelancepreneurs out there, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than the usual videos with the Freelance Fast Cash. You can check out that series in the YouTube channel, and you can make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not familiar, and leave comments below about your input on Socialblade here if you'd like. But I'm going to get started here. That Socialblade review basically is going to cover just how accurate it really is. From Socialblade, accuracy can be a little bit iffy because it's not really counting anything outside of just standard ad rates, not really going into too much detail, but I'll get into that here in just a little bit. But before I get too far in, I'm going to cover what exactly Socialblade does if you're not familiar at all. It's a basically a channel grading on the average compared to other channels, your subscriber and view rank, estimated monthly earnings for the channel, subscribers and views in the past 30 days, average daily subs and views gained today, and tags video uses. It's a little weak on the tags end of thing, but for everything else, it's not too bad, at least to keep track of a general growth of a channel and seeing how it's doing. And it's also a quick way to glance at other channels to determine what you could be doing better or what's getting them more subscribers than usual and kind of emulate that in a sense. I'm going to go in a little bit more detail here with the Socialblade review and the accuracy of the Chrome extension. And this is just going to give you an idea here. But you got the when you add the plugin or the Socialblade Chrome plugin into your browser, it's pretty simple here. You get a total grade, your subscriber rank, your video view rank, and your estimated monthly. Obviously, this is a relatively new channel at this point. So for ad revenue, it's not really generating anything due to YouTube's new 2018 policies. So it's a little bit out there, but the Socialblade review for 2020 is covering just the aspects of what the plugin does, not about the channel here. But the channel is fairly new, so if you want to help, make sure to subscribe to the channel. You find the little button at the bottom right corner, as you can see right there. And then that's about it. And it also shows the different tags that you have associated with the video. The other aspect here, you get the little overview and video views and estimated earnings for the given day, and that can be sort of broad and inaccurate. I've ran it through other channels that I run, and it's not exactly accurate in regards to estimated earnings, at least for the ad revenue, because every advertiser is different in regards to rates that you might get, and your CPM might be higher or lower depending on the niche you're in. Obviously, business niches are going to get a higher CPM, whereas something like PewDiePie is going to get a lower CPM because it's more of a broad entertainment niche, whereas business might be targeting something more specific and attract bigger sponsors that might be more interested in that kind of content that they'd want to advertise through that platform. And as I was saying earlier, Socialblade's numbers are basically an estimate to the money made per video multiplied by the actual number of views this channel has. So it's just a estimate. It's not necessarily accurate in regards to what the individual is getting. It's just kind of an algorithm that kind of gives a ballpark idea of just what they're generating. There's channels that I see that it says they're generating maybe 50 to 80 bucks a month, and then the person actually talks about what they're generating through there, and you can actually see that they're generating significantly more. The other thing it doesn't really account for is things such as Amazon's affiliate program, which offers percentages, and they can't really track that via Socialblade as to how many sales are coming in and out from product sales or digital bounties or things like that. So for the Socialblade review, I'm trying in 2020. I'm trying to cover that aspect for that reason, is that there's a little bit more to it than what's visible on Socialblade's end. So the Socialblade accuracy is not exactly going to be on par with what exactly you'd expect with the revenue that's being generated, because it only really tracks the ad revenue, and even that is a ballpark number. Something else people are sort of aware of but not aware of is that there's YouTube partnerships where people partner with companies like Honey and things like that that end up paying them to either make the video and or sponsor the video, and then they get monies from that as well. There's outside sponsorship if you have a big enough channel. That's a little bit outside of the realm of most people that are probably listening into this video at least, but these sponsorships can be in the thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands, depending on the size of your channel and your niche. I've in the past gotten sponsorships for up to $3,000, but it not on this channel particularly, but on my larger channels, just to give you an idea of what to expect. I'd say in the ballpark for smaller channels, they might be getting upwards of $500 per given sponsorship, but they'd have to have a sizable audience, not something in the like millions of subscribers, but in the 5 to 10,000 subscribers range, kind of a ballpark area there. Obviously, once again, that depends on your niche and what exactly you're promoting and things like that. Other thing to mention is that there's revenue generated from courses. Of course, Socialblade is not going to be able to provide complete accuracy in regards to calculating that aspect. It goes into the same ballpark as Amazon's aspect, is that essentially they're generating revenue, a small percentage from courses that they sell or other courses that people sell. And of course, then you have to keep in mind that there's outside sponsored content that might not be tracked completely at all, whether through YouTube or elsewhere, because it's just some small time YouTuber or something that wants a shout out or something like that, and some channels to do that kind of thing. But in general, these are just some of the ballpark ideas of things that Social Blade accuracy is a little bit off on because they can't really track that. Of course, other things you can be running your own website. I run my own website and I sell search engine optimization content to individuals, and some of that trickles back from this channel as well as my other channels, and I sell other services as well. And that's just an idea of something that you don't realize is people have their own websites and they generate their own revenue. And sometimes through these videos, they go through the video to the website or whatever channel and they get networked with that individual and they kind of work out and broker deals over time, and that can generate revenue as well. So that's another thing that Social Blade isn't really going to be able to track properly. If you like, of course, this video and you want to see other content, and you want to communicate with different freelancers and traders and things like that. I got stock alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, a whole bunch of different things here for stock traders. But for freelancers, I got freelancing chats and freelance fast cash. This is like a unique series that I'm working on, and freelance tools will be reviews of tools just like this one that I'm posting up here. If you want to check those out, you can check them out in the links below in the description. Thanks for listening in, and you have a great day.